Right, well I just changed the setting because I was noticing something was up. I'm not sure if game audio was on. So, don't know how long that's been an issue for, if that's been the entire time. That would kind of blow. OBS being a pain in the arse as per usual. Afternoon Jaden, thanks for tuning in. Alright, we're starting to get a little bit darker, a little bit foggy. Right, we don't want to get irradiated. I'm going to head back before it gets too dark. Hopefully these guys don't follow me. Very interested to check this back. Just to see if we've been streaming for about half an hour without any game audio. Probably get rid of this tree. Not that I think they can climb up it, but I think an issue we were having was lighting. Can we build any decent lighting? Because the barrels were okay, but we're going to have to illuminate this place up pretty good. So we can get some streetlights in. It's going to eat up some power, but I think it's something that we're definitely going to need to do. So I think out of all of them, I'm probably going to go for this sort of variety. So what we'll do is we'll plunk a couple of these down, I think, in preparation anyway. I might not be able to get them all powered up as such, and we will have to move them around here and there, but we'll get 3 down for now. See if those can be lit up. We're thirsty from lack of water because we accidentally stimpacked ourselves. Lovely. Right, but that's definitely illuminated stuff more. Gonna have to keep working on that. Like I said, I don't want to waste all resources on one specific task. Also, that sky colour is pretty damn cool. Right, well, hopefully we make it through the night. I think what we're going to look at doing tomorrow is venturing slowly outwards towards the satellite dish. We'll scope that area out, ready to do that mission and potentially loot that general area. I think for now, what time are we sitting at? 8 PM. Probably wait out a little bit longer before we go to sleep.
Happy, sir. And I should know.
I think we had a look at this last time, and I don't think there was actually that much that we really wanted to make. A lot of the a lot of this sort of stuff we'll probably not make unless we're affiliated with those factions. Alright, what the heck, let's go to sleep. We'll probably get interrupted anyway, so I may as well go to sleep early. 8, 7, 6, 5. Let's go for 9 hours. Wake up early in the morning. If we haven't been rudely awoken anyway. You awaken early from a zombie-infested nightmare. Right, let's see what the damage is. Jesus Christ, it is dark. Those lights barely doing anything. Right, the down here then. We are definitely going to get our hands on a night vision scope as soon as possible, really, because really can't see a damn thing. And the barrels and street lamps are actually probably making things a little bit more spooky than what they were intended to be. Now, have we got just like one zombie that's wandered in, or are we looking at a horde here? Has the turret killed him, maybe? Try sleeping again. I'm guessing the turret got him then. Right, well at least we slept through the rest of the night.
That was nuts.
How was the damage? There was a couple. That's not too bad. Codsworth, what are you doing? We do actually still... Right, they're attacking dog meat. Without hesitation, straight down there. Fucking hell, I thought that was the third one then.
Eat it this time.
And keeping my eye on you, because if you die, because you may have bleeding damage, she dies, she might be infected. Keep my eye on you.
Can we trade a few things?
Sure thing.
More importantly, are you okay, dog meat?
Hey.
Dog meat seems fine.
Don't worry, dog meat. Just saying hello.
I'll try and keep dog meat alive. Right, the rest seems okay. I tend to find, and obviously it's only happened a couple of times, that they end up appearing around here. So I don't know where they spawn. I don't know if there's specific spawn points, but I'm probably going to build quickly a little barricade in between the entrance here and generally this building. So I'm assuming they're coming up this bit. So if we can try and close that down, you know, just a little bit, that might alleviate some of the problem. I don't even know if that would actually work, but let's clear this area out so we can actually see what we're doing. Cheap fence in. Loud thunderstorm again. That's going to be the audio setting reverted back to the top as it always does. Yep, there we go. Let's turn the thunder down so my eardrums don't explode. We need snapping off. Hopefully that helps. Probably do that again around this bit, but we don't need to rush into that. Although, in saying that, really, with the bushes being here, should be a fairly quick thing to do. So let's just plonk these in. creates many ways for the zombies to not get to the main base. Can we build any more turrets quickly? We're doing a little bit too much crafting here. Turrets. We can build another turret. Now it's going to use a circuitry, and I did want to use that circuitry for the other thing, but I think with the way things are standing, turret's probably going to be a little bit more beneficial at this stage in time. So let's go ahead and get a turret here on this pillar, right near the entrance. Should be able to shoot over the wall. That might actually stop them from coming in. Yeah, like I said, let's head over in the direction of the satellite dish, scope that area out, see just how infested it is, see if there are any raiders, if those raiders are still alive, and if it's going to be worthwhile trying to get this locket back for Blake, 'cause we did get that quest, I believe. Yep, there we go. So we're going to try that as our first sort of main quest. Do want that settlement. I don't really want to have to kill everyone every single time. Now, military station, probably got some decent loot in it. Alright, let's get these guys' attention. Lure them away from Sanctuary. I'm probably going to make a habit of starting to do that whenever I can. Lure them down there. That would be great. Where those other guys gone? There they are. Yeah, if all you guys can just follow me down this way, that would be great. Thin the numbers out a little bit. So to begin with, we'll walk slow. Things on the way. Now I'm going to come down and strip Concord Bear at some point, but not in too much of a rush. We will do these things one by one. And Concord isn't going anywhere. It's right next to us anyway, so not in too much of a rush to get that done. Whoa, that one lunged forward a little bit there. I saw that. I'll keep an eye out for that. Easiest way to get to the satellite dish, I think, potentially to come up here. Now again, I need to be cautious on raiders. Let's just check ammo situation. 54 rounds. They've lost interest. Something else is getting their attention. That's fine. Pulled them a little bit away from Sanctuary, so that was the main objective. I think we have a zombie, but I think he's a turned one. So he's just stood there. Try and line this up. Right, he's down. He's down, but we didn't get any experiences. Now, is this going to be a case that ones that have turned I don't get experience from, and the ones that are already We do. Right, so that's just a standard zombie, but with him being a ghoul texture means he was recently human. Also means we can loot him, so let's grab that stuff. We may as well. Not entirely sure what he was just doing, stood there, and I don't exactly really know who he could have been randomly here. And I wonder if that was just some delayed experience. Alright, raiders, I think. Where's the satellite dish? That's where we need to go. We're getting some random experience here. I wonder if something's run into those zombies. You know, the ones that I'd been bashing. Because if they died, I'd probably get the experience from them. We're going maximum concentration here.
Just give up.
Right, where are you? Sure, I'm glad that this thunderstorm's loud. Right, we've got someone else trying to flank. Right, I'm going to hastily move. Right, well, we've just blasted him with a laser. Right, let's do what we can there. We do have a second raider. I'm going to use these zombies as bullet shields for now, until I can see where this guy is. There he is. I can see you. You're hiding behind the tree. Well, this is definitely working. Right, we have taken a hit. Are we bleeding? I'm not entirely sure if we're bleeding. I'm not going to risk it. Let's get a bandage on the go straight away. I have too many of these. Right, zombies are there. See, straight up just attacking the zombies now. Alright, behind the tree he is. Still keep an eye in the corner of my eye at these zombies. Try and flank this guy a little bit. Right, if he's busy shooting the zombies now, not paying attention to me, I might be able to sneak up on him. Lovely stuff. Let's grab what we can from him. He's now a charred skeleton. Love the cross crits mod for laser weaponry. That guy, right. Well, we used up a bandage there. Well, let's go peckish and thirsty. No serious ailments. That's good. Peckish and thirsty. Let's wait until we're hungry before we use stuff. I'm going to try and maximise the effect from food. Kinda wish this thunderstorm would die down. Right, well, there seems to be a few zombies near the satellite station, so kind of low-key hoping that there are some zombies there and they've taken care of the raiders already. I don't think there's going to be any inside, but I'm not 100% sure on that, so I'm going to have to be careful when we do actually get in there. You know, because I'm mentally preparing for, you know, a dozen or so raiders Ack specifically having the minigun, but the whole thing could be mixed up with the inclusion of some zombies. And you know, we've got some over there near the crash bird. There are some closer. Radstag, I'd love to hunt you at the minute, but we've got a secondary mission really on the go. And there's actually quite a few zombies here, so because I'm not hearing any gunshots, and any hears gunshots. I'm actually gonna get up there. Whoever is shooting is going to be busy shooting at the zombies. But we've got Dead Raider. He's probably going to turn into a zombie at some point, so I need to keep an eye on him. Yeah, this place is overrun. Which means we need to clear it out a little bit before we even attempt to go inside, because the second that we step out, we're probably going to be swarmed. Now there's at least one raider left alive outside. And I think he's just got a pot shot off on me. Wow. Don't think I'm bleeding. Don't think I'm bleeding anyway. Right. Temporary slight retreat to cover. Right, the road's clear. We're not bleeding, which is good. Do want to heal a little bit though, so Nuka Cherry is probably going to be a fair bit. Gives us some AP, a little bit of radiation. Let's go for a Nuka Cherry. We're also less tired now, obviously. The caffeine. Now, this guy shooting is up there. Now, hopefully the majority are making his way up there, because I'm perfectly fine letting him do a lot of this work. And I wish I knew whether this guy was going to come back, and I also wish I knew whether popping him in the head would actually prevent him from doing so. I don't think it does. I think I have to actually wait until he turns. My god, there's actually quite a few here. Right, let's shut that door for now, just so none wander in. We've got a lot of zombies making their way up to him, which is good. Afternoon, Samu. Thanks for tuning in. I wonder if he's dead. Still shooting going on, so he's probably still alive. Afternoon, Elia. Thanks for tuning in. Christ. Is this guy dead yet? Still hearing shooting. Is doing a good job of surviving. Make our way around here. Quite revolver pistol. He's picked quite a lot of them off, which is kind of good for me. Do want this guy dead though, so let's get to a laser pistol. It's probably going to be a little bit more efficient. Where the heck is he? I'm hearing shooting. Oh, he's round there. Coming for you, dude. Right, he's dead. He's dead and melting. Lovely stuff. Let's get this stuff. Be kind to birds. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the very nice message. Right, we should really... nice ammo. Scout this room quickly. Now, I need to get down this platform before they start making their way up it. Otherwise we're going to get overrun. I don't want to have to fight my way down or jump off. For who? I do need to go inside, but I need to clear this area out a little bit so that when I do escape, I'm not surrounded. Man, this bayonet sucks. Clear my exit. Right, I'm gonna have to clear these guys out and then we'll check the perimeter quickly. Still got a few stragglers trying to make their way in. That AP just massively going down with every melee attack. Catch my breath for a moment. Again, make sure my exit is clear. I'm going to funnel these guys through the fence, I think. Christ! They're coming from miles. I probably heard all the shooting. Alright, that's going to be a bad tactic. Right, let's switch to machete. Might be a little bit better. Good cleave. It's nice to see the Fallout community still here. Yep, it's always nice when you guys jump in. Now, fun fact for those that have just tuned in. I need to confirm when I finish today's stream, but I'm pretty sure that for the first half an hour of the stream, there was no game audio coming through, so that kind of sucked, but... Completely forgot about power attacks. That might be the tactic now. Man, my AP goes down quick. Damn, they just keep coming. I'm going to be absolutely exhausted from doing this. Scout around the building here. Come around the back. Clear my exit again, just in case. That attack is the best one, hands down. How many settlers have died? Up until this point, thumbs up to you. I don't think we've actually lost any settlers in Sanctuary. What I did do at the end of the last stream, you know, once I'd finished, I went into the settings for the Zombie Walker mod, and I increased the difficulty and spawns ever so slightly, which is why there's so many today. So I'm hoping that ramps the difficulty up a little bit, because I was finding it just a little bit too easy. I would like to give myself a little bit of a challenge. God, these three just will not go down. Right, I think I need to step back, then go forward, and then attack, and then it does the horizontal attack. So let's try that again. Right, he got a hit on me. He got a hit on me. I'm not infected. That's good. Sneaky bastard got a hit on me though, so that's another bandage. As soon as I take any sort of hit, I've got to check if I'm infected. It's not a guarantee, but if he does, If he does infect me, and I don't apply an antibiotics if I have any straight away, then I will eventually die. Right, so I hope we actually cleared this area out now. I'm going to quick save in case we crash. But I can't see any stragglers. It's quieting down a little bit, so we're probably good to head in. Right, now let's shut the door, just in case. Now, I don't think it's going to be different in here. I think it's just going to be your standard raider group that's in here. But like I said, I'm not 100% sure if there are going to be any zombies in here. There might be. So I'm just got to be careful. To keep an eye on Ak as well. Right, we're going to take this very slow. Be very cautious, I think. Now, there's usually a dog in here. Dogs are set to replace, I think, 50% of the time, so there's a 50-50 chance that the dog could be a zombie. I'm not hearing any shooting or anything, so I'm gonna say things are just as they normally should be.
I can't believe they're only giving me half a share. This outfit's way worse than the last one.
Yeah, I think it's normal. Raiders speaking as normal, so
What the?
just gotta take these guys out.
Nothing there now. What do you think? Yeah, you're probably...
A nice headshot. I don't know if that's alerted everyone, but let's take some cover back here and just wait for a moment. Doggo is alive.
The jet will make you jittery.
Yeah, so I melee the dog with the laser weapon and he disintegrated. I'm not entirely sure that that's meant to happen, but yeah, it did. Right, now we're hungry. So I think the best thing to do here will be to eat. Tasty stag roast, we're still peckish. Just eating melon. Alright, I think we're safe to progress. And before we do, let's check explosives. What do we got? 2 Molotovs. I was kind of hoping we had a mine.
Who's there?
Alright, one thing I do need to do, and I always forget to do this, is to turn the character lighting off. Which I don't think we did, so let's retreat. Yeah, character lighting off please, so that everyone doesn't glow in the dark.
Rip on yourself.
Thank you for the sub, is very much appreciated. Need to max out the sneak perk as soon as possible. Now I want to say that she's in the bathroom. Maybe not. No, must have gone the other way. Take the first aid stuff, that's good. Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh crap. Well, there we go. That is the first death. Now, while the game is loading up the thing, if you are unaware, and this is the first death of this run, what happens when I die? That character is now dead. We should now respawn as one of our settlers. If we don't have any settlers, we will respawn as someone random in the world. We should now be able to then go and potentially loot our dead self, I believe. Now, if we've been killed by a zombie, I think we do also come back as a zombie. So we have to kill our zombie self. Now, this is all experimental. I've not yet seen this. So, yeah, we have come back as one of the settlers. So I'm kind of glad that that works. I don't know why my settlers just died. Okay, so like I said, this is all testing. It's all testing the waters because I haven't actually seen this happen in this. Alright, so let's just check. So we'll come back as another settler. I don't know why that first settler died. I can only assume that it has, and I think it has, carried over some wounds. So, essentially bled to death the first time. I think my second guy bled to death from the first guy, which makes no sense, but, you know, mods. And my character is indeed bleeding, so we do carry over the levels. The levels and perks do carry on over. But we do lose all the equipment that we were carrying on our original character. So I think what this is going to be a case of doing, I'm going to try and do it before this character dies, is not always taking all the bandages with us. Do we have anything? So yeah, I'm going to have to make a habit of stashing some bandages and stuff here. If it is going to carry over for whatever reason, it doesn't actually make sense, but at least now should be able to save this guy. Right, so we'll get this guy bandaged up and then we'll check. Oh god, I was carrying so many supplies on that character. Oh, we are going to have to try and get that back. No, I think I died because I think that was actually a legendary raider. Obviously, I can't actually see the type of raider or type of enemy, so I think I did see them glow, so that's probably what got me killed. You should be allowed to cheat away the bus because that's not fair carrying them over. No, I agree. I think it's probably like, I don't know, a technical limitation. I'm not entirely sure how I would cheat away the butts. What I'll probably do from here, Broxy, and thanks for tuning into the stream as well, is if I do respawn as a character, what I'll probably do is console command the reset health button until I'm full health, and don't die from a previous thing. But like I said, it was all a test. I've not actually seen that happen before, so now I know. I don't mind keeping this character at half health at the moment. I'll just say he had some existing damage. Now we are being attacked again. Apparently I only have a machete. Do we have any guns left here? Oh god, we didn't leave any guns. We didn't leave any guns at all. Right, well, there's the first lesson learnt, I suppose. That being, I need to stash some weapons and not carry everything with me, because I am going to have to now go and loot my old corpse, because I'm not leaving all those supplies, not in the slightest. But the thing is, I just have a machete at the minute, so kind of can't run and do that straight away. I might recruit Piper. Right, so our character this time has got a rockin' mohawk. Lovely. Right, let's spend that perk point then. Because like I said, the levels do carry on over. And I think I'm going to stick it into sneak. As sneaky as we were then, I don't think we did a good enough job of sneaking. Look at all these items that are being removed. We've got so many that we're only just getting to the mod items being removed. Oh, I can't believe that we didn't leave any weapons. I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting to die. At least not to normal raid. I thought it would be at least Ak. Now I'm in two minds. Do I take Piper and we'll try and gun him down? Or do I try and sneak in and get it myself? I'm going to take Piper with me.
Hey, Piper.
Heading my way?
Sure, let's go.
Will do.
We'll head there straight away because, well, realistically at this point I've got nothing to lose. And at the very least, Piper might die instead of me. So come on Piper, we're going to rescue, because we don't specifically know that my existing character is already dead. But he's gone missing, so we'll go and try and find him. I obviously know he's dead. In fact, before we head out, I want to check that first settler that we respawned as and died, to see if he is still actually dead. Slash in the settlement. Now I want to say it was around here. Oh no. Oh no, I've just thought of something. I'm pretty sure that if we respawn it would then count as a second one, so maybe the first character that we died as is now gone. I think we obviously died and then died again, which kind of sucks because it shouldn't really have happened. I suppose I'm gonna have to go and see, because if I'd survived as that second guy that came in, I could have gone and looted that corpse. But I think the first one might be gone. Oh, wounded. Absolutely wounded. All that loot. Yeah, exactly, Roxy, all that loot. Now, I'm not going to reload because I think we do have a quick save near there, but I'm going to chalk it down to a lesson that has been learnt regarding this mod. I think I'm probably going to bring the stream to a close soon, but you know what, I am going to head back to the satellite dish. Like I said, I've not got anything to lose, so I'm interested to see if my corpse is still there and if we can regain our items, because if not, that sucks. And I've also just realised that we did lose the quick save item, so I think I can craft them again. Let me just check that. We haven't actually been to Red Rock yet. Didn't know that. Can I craft the quick save thing? I don't think I can craft the item that I was using to quick save, which realistically I need. So I'm gonna have to look in to how to get that after today's stream. So his character's tired as well. Right, well there's no point hanging around. Let's get down there as quick as we can. I mean, best case scenario is we go in, there's a corpse there with all that loot on. We get back all we lost, which would be the ideal scenario. I'm gonna say that's probably not gonna happen though. But I do need to figure it out. In which case, we've kind of just been reset back to 0 then. We do have a bit of the settlement built up, but all that work for all those items. Oh, there's absolutely wounded. Absolutely wounded. And the worst thing is, I think the raider is still alive, unless they've taken bleeding damage and have died afterwards. We potentially still have a legendary there, so I may just have to sneak around the corner and see if there is actually a corpse there, and if not, just bail, because like I said, I am just rocking a machete at the moment. And I was dumb and I didn't leave any guns around at all. We definitely looted all the guns, didn't we? God damn it. I'm just checking up here just in case. By any sheer chance that we didn't loot this guy, and I'm pretty sure we did. Yeah, we cleared him out. We cleared him completely out. Piper has a gun. Piper!
Hey.
Take a look.
Can I take a gun? God damn, I can't take a gun. I can't take Piper's standard 10mm. God damn it. Piper, get in here. I need to shut the door, Piper, as soon as zombies come in. Nice one. God damn, that thunder's loud. Piper, this is why I wasn't using Piper. Door was shut for a reason, Piper. Dog meat's notorious for opening doors like that. Right. Let's see this. Let's see this. It's gonna be exactly what I said, and it's not gonna be in there. Right. I'm going to bring Piper down to this first room, and I'm going to get her to wait, because as soon as she sees someone, she's going to start shooting like a mad person. I don't mind running behind her.
Someone there?
Wandering through places like this is how people end up someone else's dinner.
Right. I'm going to say with what just happened there, because the ranger just said it's someone there, I heard a gunshot, and then something died. I weirdly got some experience for it. I'm going to say that my character came back as a zombie and has just been killed by one of the raiders. That is what I think maybe has just happened. Now I wonder if I was actually infected then. Right, so bear with me 2 seconds. I'm just not got music down because I need to be 100% ninja mode here. Still some shooting going on. Why is there still some shooting going on? Have I, by dying, caused some form of zombie outbreak in here?
Hey, you still there? I can barely see in here.
I'm gonna wait until I stop hearing shooting. Piper, I swear to God, if you get me killed. I'm going to position Piper in a good spot and get her to wait. And if I run into an enemy, I'm going to run back. Right. Piper.
Yo, psst.
Point
Here.
the way.
Stand up. Piper, whisper voice, please.
Hold.
Okay, I'll be here then.
Yep, you can be there. You can be in my little mobile turret. Now, does this guy have a gun? Hearing for any footsteps. Right, we're clear. Oh, Tyrant, lovely. Not the weapon that I wanted. Right, well, slight deja vu going around this corner. Right, well, there's someone dead down there, and that was definitely not my doing. I have to take this very slowly. Is that my dead self? I think that might be my dead self. I'm getting my hopes up here. Oh no, it's the legendary raider. Right. I'm slightly okay with that. We'll take everything. We've got a legendary weapon, 10% chance to deal 100 electrical damage on a successful block. Now why is they dead? Right, so I definitely died in here. I ain't seeing my corpse. I think it might have been a case that because I died a second time straight away, that would count as the latest body, and so, you know, I assume you can only revive once, if you know what I mean. Let's get all this stuff equipped. Because we may as well. Now, there was some shooting going on, so I don't know what that was. If I come across my corpse, I'm going to be so happy. But I can't see it happening now. Now, she may have died, like I said, if I sustained enough damage on her before I died that she was bleeding. Could have just been a delayed death. But we have now at least got a weapon, and a legendary weapon as well. Okay, so do I want to finish taking this place out or not? Now, I'm very doubtful that there would be a second legendary there. So really we only have to contend with Ak with the minigun. Like I said, I'm more than happy to sacrifice Piper. What's dead there? I'm seeing something dead here and I think it's a zombie. That could be my corpse. Every dead body now is a potential my old corpse. Alright, so let's be sneaky sneaky. Oh my god. You better believe that that is my old corpse that quite clearly came back as a zombie. I'm going to assume that I was actually infected then. I think it does come down, like in The Walking Dead, that everyone does actually have infection. I can then get lethal infection as well, that I believe does give me periodic damage and will eventually kill me. Yeah, I want to take all. I'm overweight because I'm not equipped with my backpack. So let's get that stuff equipped. I think I may leave and then actually come back to this place. Don't really want to tempt fate. I can only express how relieved I am that my corpse was still there. I'm just making sure to equip all the stuff that I had on before. Where's Where's that stuff? There we go. Oh my god. The massive sense of relief from that. We do have the quick save thing back as well. Right, so I'm just going to nip back through here. We are going to quick save.
What can I do?
Let's go.
Yep. Ugh. I'm not gonna leave the bath for a week after we get out of here.
And I'm going to get the hell out of here because I don't want to tempt fate any more than what I've already done. So I think we're going to get ourselves back to some relative sense of safety for today. We'll get back to Sanctuary, I think.
That's one way to keep out uninvited guests.
Well, it's getting dark, so it's going to be a bit of a risky return trip, but you know what? I think I can count my slice. I'm going to quick save in case we crash. That's always the main thing. Just a short return trip to Sanctuary, I think. Do you have a favourite EMB? I don't particularly have a favourite per se. I've used a couple over the last couple of years. Now I've been asked a couple of times what EMB I'm using on this run, and the answer for that is none. I'm not actually running any EMB currently. In a previous series I did use the Pilgrim mod / EMB, and I really enjoyed that. It was quite nice for the spooky feels. I do generally like anything that plays around with a depth of field. But I have found that obviously it does tax the system quite a bit using an ENB, and I think I mentioned this before. I didn't want to put one on this survival run because it had just not allowed me to play the most optimal, and probably actually try and heal. Get some health going. The road seems fairly clear, which is good. Oh. Right, well, we seem to be back in relative safety then, so I think as we're going back I'm gonna outro. So yes, I think I'm gonna go ahead and bring the episode to a close in a moment when we get back to Sanctuary. We finally got to test out the whole death and come back mechanic of the zombie walker mod. A little bit touch and go there with us losing all of our supplies, so I think what we are going to do is start storing some of them just in case we do die again and are unable to get back to our body in time or at all. So that was a nice, well, I say nice, it was a little bit heart-wrenching to have lost all that stuff, but at least we've got it back. Let me wait until we get in here. And I'm going to stand under a street lamp for moody atmosphere as well. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to bring the episode to a close here. Thank you one and all for tuning in. I do hope you have enjoyed today's episode. I think we did have a slight technical thing for the first part of the episode. I'll need to check that once we finish up here. With there being no game audio, we'll try and not do that again. Yeah, but other than that, I look forward to seeing you all in the next episode. And I'll see you all later.